You know, Tre'Davious White got a record-setting deal for a cornerback, both in guaranteed money and in average per year salary at $17.5 million. His record didn't stand long. Jalen Ramsey just broke the bank, y'all. The Rams gave Jalen Ramsey $21 million per. More than $100 million on that contract. Absolutely stunning numbers here. The reason this becomes very relevant, obviously, is New Orleans looking at Marshon Lattimore, and he's next, y'all. And every time the market gets reset at one of these positions, you got to keep an eye on it. We did this a few weeks ago with Marcus Williams. And when you look at the top safeties in the league, his numbers since he came into the league compare favorably to the top paid safeties in the NFL. Like, somebody is going to pay Marcus Williams among the top 5 safeties in the league, and he deserves it based on the play on the field. Go back, I'm not going to delve deep into it again. Go to the After Further Review YouTube channel, and you'll see that video there from a couple of weeks ago. But it's interesting because this is sort of the glam position that people are going to default to saying that Marshon Lattimore deserves to be paid like Tre'Davious White or Jalen Ramsey, and I actually agree. I mean, you're not going to find another elite, true, lockdown, number one cornerback that just pops up on the free agent market, or if you're able to go just find one in free agency or in the draft. So you have one on your roster already. Pay him accordingly. Jalen Ramsey's making $21 million per. Tre'Davious White, $17,250. Darius Slay at $16,600. Byron Jones with the Dolphins at $16,500. Xavier Howard at $15 million per. And James Bradbury at $14,500. That's when you start to see the dip. Then when the market was set prior with Patrick Peterson at $14 million and Trey Waynes at $14 million and Marcus Peters. It's how this goes. The market just keeps getting reset. So it's so funny. There's Malcolm Butler at $12,250. The thing about the conversations we were having about the Saints trading for Malcolm Butler not that long ago is an interesting one. But I'm happy for Tre'Davious White. I'm shocked by the sheer volume, the dollar amount that Jalen Ramsey got. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but it's such a significant jump from what Tre'Davious got in resetting the market. The Saints have a couple of options here. Now, you have Marshon Lattimore under contract for 2 more seasons because you picked up his 5th-year option. You have him under contract for this year, and then you could let him play out next season as well under that 5th-year option. The problem with that, or the risk with that, is if Lattimore plays 2 more seasons at an elite level, then when he does hit free agency, his value has gone up, and you know the market's going to keep getting reset, just like Tre'Davious White did, and then Ramsey, and then who's next? Like, it's not going to go down. So the longer you wait, provided Lattimore keeps playing well, the higher the price tag it's going to carry. So do you try to bite the bullet now, or do you wait? That's the gamble. And I don't know what the Saints are going to do. I can just look at history, and then I can also look at their current cap situation. They're obviously not going to get a deal like that done now. But next year at this time, it becomes even more complicated because you're also going to have Ryan Ramczyk due at that time. And you got to decide, you're going to pay Demario Davis, but how much do you pay for a linebacker already in his 30s? Even an all-pro, like, do you give him a 3-year deal instead of that 4 or 5-year deal? But either way, it's going to be expensive. My thought with respect to Lattimore is because he's younger than both Tre'Davious White and Jalen Ramsey, even though Lattimore and Tre'Davious came into the league in the same draft, in the 2017 draft. Ramsey was the year before. But Lattimore is younger than both of them. I would think about a longer deal that's backloaded. So you can give him the money. Like, you can give him that signing bonus up front and spread out those signing bonus payments and backload the contract. So he'll cost you more at the end of the deal, but isn't that standard practice for New Orleans? Just kick the can and deal with it later down the road? That's my guess as to what they will do with him. And remember, the other thing too is whether Drew Brees is on the roster next year or not, he's got a $20 million cap hit. That's going to be dead money on against that salary cap when we know the cap is going to drop to around 175. That's the estimates. So, I mean, I don't try to confuse you too much with numbers. The bottom line is the cornerback market keeps going up, 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 up. Lattimore's the next one that's going to get paid. The Saints are cash strapped. So do you wait it out and see if Lattimore doesn't play up to that contract? Or do you wait it out till you can sort of financially catch your breath, but have to pay him even more money? That's the delicate balance. That's the juggling act the Saints have to manage right now. My guess is next year at this time, they'll do the deal with Lattimore and with Ramczyk and backload their contracts so that way they can try to eat that later and put off taking the cap hit, especially in time when the cap is lower. But as good as you feel for Tre'Davious White, as pumped as the players must be to keep seeing their positions market reset higher and higher and higher, it's also equally as nauseating for New Orleans because you know you got to pay all these guys and it's not getting cheaper to do so. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.